Today I have a few flights. It was probably one of the top 10 flying days of the season. I had 2 challenging lakes. This is the first flight into a lake that's about half a mile long and at 3,800 feet. I'd never been there before. It was challenging, but not nearly as challenging as some of the other lakes I went into over the season. I find that the lakes become more challenging in poor weather. The lake's the same, but there's the added stress, as it can be really easy to get yourself into a bad situation. The weather today was really good for the entire trip, which made the approach and departure stress-free and a lot of fun. There's the lake there. I'll do a recce lap and then set up on my approach.
See how it's calm on the, like, over by the cabin there?
Oh, yeah.
How it's glassy?
Yeah.
Well, that means the wind's coming from that side,
okay.
right?
Okay.
But the best way to tell is to look where the waves are hitting the shoreline.
No sloping terrain on the approach or departure path. Other than being somewhat short, there aren't a whole lot of threats. Although, there was no beach and the dock had sunk, so docking, unloading the plane, and starting back up was probably the most challenging part of the job. There was about a 7 to 10 knot wind, which certainly helped with landing and takeoff distances, but was a bit of a nuisance when trying to maneuver the airplane on a shoreline filled with weeds and cattails. I didn't see any super shallow spots from the air, nor did I see any logs or rocks. After one lap around the lake, I was happy and ready to proceed. The only possible threat might be some wind rotors causing downdrafts, but I didn't think the wind was strong enough to produce any. The air was pretty smooth out there today, and everyone loves smooth air. Okay, here we go, fellas. Just give that front end a push and just throw the rope towards the back. You ready now? Nah. Here I go, yeah. Okay, push. Perfect. You saw the cabin and where the wind was in relation to the cabin on the way in. Although there wasn't a lot of wind, there was enough to make the airplane difficult to control in an area with no beach and a sunken dock. You could see the airplane want to weather vane into the wind as soon as I started up.
Okay. So I got about 0.6 of a mile here to work with. Pretty good wind though, so we're gonna get her right down in here. Hopefully I don't hit bottom. I think it looked okay on the way in. Just keep an eye out here. But the lake behind you is no good to you, right? Okay, ailerons into the wind. Oh yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Okay. Oh, that's fun. Okay, right on. Well, I was 3,800 feet. 28, it's only been about 2,700 pounds out of there, so you definitely wouldn't want to be leaving there with a full load. So it's pretty remote up here, as you might have guessed. But flying into lakes like that, like, just the most fun ever. Tiny little lakes, you gotta go have a look at it. You gotta figure it out, you gotta plan it, and you gotta be right on the money. It's like such a welcoming challenge. And this area in northern BC, like it's just, right here, it's there's no logging or anything here, there's no roads, really untouched. And if you want to watch a good video on the area up here, it's got some aviation in it for sure, you'll like it. It's got a bunch of fishing in it too, but there's a guy who does a lot of YouTube videos, he's pretty famous, you probably heard of him, his name's Trent Palmer, and he's got a video out. That's amazing. His edits are amazing, and you should check it out. I think it's called Spitsizi or something like that. And he's out at a lake at a camp that I fly into. Well, not all the time, but I've been in there and into that area probably 4 or 5 times. As far as bush flying is concerned, I just don't know why anybody would want to do anything but this. It's just such a sense of freedom. It's for me, like, it's the ultimate sense of adventure. I don't think there's really much else that I've done that's given me the type of adventure that this has given me. Been on a few good dirt bike rides out here, which definitely feel very adventurous. But this bush piloting stuff, wow. Like, the ultimate adventure, really it is. But, you know, I know that I'm just really gonna miss this. It's just been such an unbelievable experience. And like, you know, everybody I've met up here has been awesome as well. So, and just the people you find in the bush, like, you know, like when you're taking people into different places, like, you know, people are going into different areas up here in northern BC for different reasons. You can probably guess what a lot of them, you know, are doing up here. But, you know, for the type of activities that they're into in the forest. But like, first of all, everybody seems to have a great attitude because they're out here, you know, to go have fun. It's just, yeah, it's just a more playful environment. Clients, they always seem to be in a really good mood as well. Except when you tell them that, you know, they can't take that much weight in the airplane and they're, you know, trying to figure out how they can still take their booze and shed some other weight somewhere. But anyway, there's a fire over there. And that one's been reported. They know about it. I got another flight into a new lake this afternoon. I think it's only at about 3,000 feet, but it is right up in the mountains, and it's a lot closer to the ocean. And another place that I haven't been into before as well. And it's certainly going to be a little bit of a challenge. It's going to be fun. Like, there's 2 new lakes today, and you just wake up whistling every morning. Anyway. Talk to everyone later. See ya.
Stop 0, Radio stop 0, stop 0%, taxiway Charlie, runway 1533, and are you on 122.6 now? Negative. Roger. Yeah, proceed on taxiway Charlie, runway 1533. Yeah, for whatever reason, there seems to be a lot of static on 122.6, so we've got it shut off.